One is crying softly, the kind of crying that comes after the voice is already gone. One is whispering a prayer in a language you don't recognize, asking a God who is very far away to see her. A shadow falls across your face. For half a second, the sun is gone. Then hands grip your jaw. Your mouth is forced open. Fingers push past your teeth, scrape your gums, press against your tongue. You gag. He does not stop. Your eyes are pulled open. Your lips are yanked down. Your body is turned, examined, measured, evaluated. Not because you are sick, not because you are injured, but because you are merchandise. 12 days ago, you were someone's daughter. You had a mother who called your name every morning. You had a place in the world where your existence mattered. She is dead now. You watched it happen, and you kept walking, because the men with swords made it clear, if you stop, you join her. There's a word they use for what you are now. A simple word, a clean word, one that hides everything it really means. It does not mean servant. It does not mean captive. It means your body belongs to someone else. Your future will be decided by whoever pays. Your past has been erased. Coins change hands. You are sold again, and the place they are taking you is a place history tried very hard to forget. This is the Arab slave trade. Not a footnote, not a rumor, not a misunderstanding. A system that lasted over 13 centuries. A machine so efficient at erasing human beings that almost no descendants remain to tell the story. And for African women, what it did was often worse than death. We live in a world that knows one version of slavery very well. We know the ships crossing the Atlantic. We know the chains, the plantations, the cotton fields. We know the names, the dates, the monuments. 12 million Africans were taken across the ocean. Their descendants number in the tens of millions today. Their existence itself keeps that history alive. But there was another slave trade older, longer, and in many ways, quieter. It began in the 7th century. It stretched from the heart of Africa to North Africa, the Middle East, and the Arabian Peninsula. And it did not truly end until the modern age. Not ancient history, not the distant past. Saudi Arabia formally abolished slavery in 1962. Mauritania in 1981. There are people alive today whose parents were born into societies where this system still operated openly between the 7th and 19th centuries. An estimated 14 to 17 million Africans were taken through these routes. Some scholars believe the real number is higher. Records were incomplete. Deaths were rarely counted. More people over a longer time, across deserts instead of oceans, and yet almost no one talks about it. Not because it was small, but because it was designed to leave nothing behind. In the Americas, there are communities. In the Middle East, there is mostly absence. Where did 14 million people go? The answer is not simple, but it is deliberate. The men were destroyed first. This is not speculation. It is documented across centuries of sources written by traders, travelers, and observers who had no reason to exaggerate. African men were systematically castrated, not occasionally, not accidentally, at rates so high that entire generations vanished. Between 80 and 90% of male captives were mutilated. The procedure was often performed along the trade routes before markets were reached. The survival rate was horrifying. For every man who lived through it, several died from blood loss, infection, or shock. The math was cold. If a merchant needed 100 eunuchs to sell, he might start with 400 men.